Ah, yes. Mewtwo versus Magikarp. A battle for the ages. No one knows the outcome. Oh, we still have a ways to go. Okay, well. My dream is to fly with my beloved bird Pokemon. My dream is to crush your dreams. I know, it sounds pretty terrible, but, you know, it is what it is. Have a good fly with your Magikarp. Hey, I turned off the, I made, universal HMs too. I can teach fly to Magikarp. Like, all right, well, you do you. People will see you soaring majestically in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a Magikarp. And it's just like, blob, blob, blob. What? You didn't die in a single hit? How dare? Can I go back to my grooving now, or you got, thank you. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, good experience. I can dream, but I can't ever fly. Well, get the HM, then you can. You have Pokemon that know the HM move fly, don't you? I envy you. So find whoever has it and like battle for it and get it. Fine. Cut! I'll just fight this guy now. He's here. Oh, hi, Gina. Hello, this is Gina. How I dressed up my Magnemite. It looks cuter. I battle the blah 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 blah. At this point, I don't even know who wants to fight anymore. I should probably go talk to them all. Let me tell you, I had a hard time catching my prized Pokemon. Well, what do you got? Got a Magikarp, you got a Mewtwo. It's my boy. He's not actually a human. It's a baby Mr. Mime. You mean like a Mime Jr.? No, it's a new type. It looks even more human than a Mime Jr. Alright, Teddy Ursa. Gonna bring in your grandpappy. Look, you could turn into this someday, and Teddy Ursa's like, whoa. It doesn't affect Meatball. Oh, I'm kinda, like, I'm running out of strength. Well, I still have 9. And I could just fly back at any point to a Poke Center, but whatever, we use that anyway. It works, it's fine, we're awesome, hooray. Next. Sneasel. Now, I know you're dark. Are you part ice, or is that... I think I'm Evile? I don't know. I think you might be part ice. Oh, your sprite is... This is a rough time, Sneasel. Please help. Like, later on you look kinda cool. Right now you look kinda horrifying. Like, sleep paralysis demon Sneasel. Yeah, cleanse it with fire and let's move on. Pidgeot. Yeah, I suppose I should. Oh. Especially because Oppenheimer's only 52, yeah. What amazing plumage you have. Dare I say it really rocks? Like, I don't appreciate that pun. And I really don't appreciate being, like, covered in boulders. Well, what you gonna do? It's a living, eh? Alright. Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur. I think that's a well-balanced mix. That is a well-balanced mix. Too bad you didn't have any of them. Did you battle all the gym trainers? Well, all the ones in Johto and like 5 of them here. So no, not all the ones in Kanto, but... Yeah, you're not even listening, are you? He's just like, coughing, go! Well, I was gonna tell you about my go coughing! Please, shut him up, I don't actually care! Also, your voice changed dramatically. Yes, it did! This is my I'm not listening to you voice anymore. Okay. Trevor. Oh, wow, too strong for me. And now your voice changed for a 3rd time. Okay. If you have Kanto badges, they'll help you in linked battles. It's too bad I'm not doing that. Alright, who do we have here without having Chucky to help, or Doug, or Rotini? I feel like I have a Pineco, so that's a species. I don't. Oh. Okay, I guess you're not? Oh, you probably have Explosion, don't you? Well, let's throw a ball, because you very well might blow up after this. Ah, so close. Ow, I took 2 damage. All right, but we are gonna put in someone that resists normal, just in case. Yeah, self-destruct, explosion, same business. About 14, fail. Well, I can't say I'm all that surprised. I mean, that's literally why I switched to Oppenheimer, because I'm like, it's gonna blow up, and now I'll resist it. Oh, great. Now we get to see what we could have gotten instead. Well, you're dupe species, whatever, so. Never mind. Butterfree's cute, but I don't have it. Do you have a Butterfree? You gonna trade it for my Elekid? I don't have a Butterfree. Should I trade it for Elekid? Yeah, I guess, because Elekid I could evolve. Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh. North to Lavender Town, west to Fuchsia. Yeah, right, this part. I thought we finally made it all the way. Nope. I should go to Rock Tunnel to get myself an Onyx. There are not Onyx in that tunnel, sir. I don't remember what there is, but not an Onyx. Tiger candy, but I should go and get an Onyx. I only have this Steelix. Man. Man, your randomization did not treat your dialogue well. Actually, it'll be even funnier if he even has an Onyx, too. He's like, Steelix! Onyx! Another Steelix! Oh, yeah. For Alligator, Thunder Punch, etc., etc. Next. The roar. Come to eat your Pokemon. Hope you don't mind, I don't think it's wrong. Nah, you're creepy. Get out. Get him out of here. What we got for our final one? Please be an Onyx. That'd be so funny. It is not. It's a Magikarp. Womp womp. You know what? Quattrus, it's your time to shine. You're 16 levels lower, but somehow I still believe in you. Whirlpool. Wait, it has Tackle? You actually have a move. How dare you? Fine. Like, here I thought it'd be funny. I could use Quattrus and it would just struggle and be like, ah ha 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 ha. No, then of course it has to have Tackle, so I can't actually even use Quattrus to fight a Magikarp. Ugh. Ah yes, Mewtwo versus Magikarp. A battle for the ages. No one knows the outcome. Oh look, it died. Who would have guessed? I lost. Yep. Geological features don't appear to change, but they actually change little by little. Yes, that is a true statement. Not sure what that has to do with it, like wanting an Onyx, but okay. Which one is well? Okay, hi. Bow down before my regal Pokemon. What do you consider regal, sir? First, my very regal Geodude. I don't know, like, I guess, like, give him a fancy cape and, like, a scepter that he's holding, and, like, all right, I guess I see it. Okay. But who else do you have that's, like, super regal? I'm just curious. Okay, now there's a regal Pokemon. Not really. It's a very cute Pokemon. It's not super regal, but it is adorable. Although, again, you know, like, give it a cape and a scepter and a crown, and it will be real. I think if you give most things a cape, a scepter, and a crown, they become regal. What do I know? Yeah, there's not even a cape and crown and scepter would make you look regal. I mean, like, yeah, you're cool enough looking and all, but you don't look regal. I'm sorry, man. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Meanwhile, he's like, oh, it hurts so much, he faints. It's not like Nairobi using confusion, it's just that I had to break the news to him. That's what really defeated him. How dare you mock royalty? Doesn't everyone wish to someday be a king? No. Sounds like a terrible job to have. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. You're not allowed to put that in that game. This is copywritten.
Would you like to battle my Pikachu gang?
I would love to battle your Pikachu gang. I want to see who is in your Pikachu gang. Oh, 6 Pokemon, too. Ugh. Well, you're adorable, but I'm not sure I'd call that a Pikachu. Not exactly. I might as well. He's got 6 Pokemon. It's gonna hit someone. Oh, no. Gross. Stop that. Yeah, get out of here. You poisoned me. I don't like your Pikachu gang. A Staryu! Also very Pikachu. I change? Nah. I'm good. Wapa! I have stars, you're a star. It's a match made in heaven. Hit by futures. I like this, like, haha, I poisoned you with my first Pokemon. Like, well, I'm not actually taking poison damage because I'm one-shotting every single thing you have and it's never triggering. That's the way to do it. Corsola! Will I change? No. Okay. Who else would like to be one-shot by Mewtwo? But Champ! Oh, you would love to be one-shot by Mewtwo. Nairobi is having none of this. Like, okay, you poisoned me turn 1. We're not messing around anymore. Now I enter murder mode so that I don't take a single point of poison damage. Ew, level up. And finally, Wheezing. Well, I was gonna change to someone else for the last one, but no. Nope. Murder mode is still raging. Mewtwo cannot be recalled. Like, how dare you poison me? There, you feel better, Mewtwo? Yes. But Pikachu! You look like you have many Pokemon, but Pikachu is still the best. I mean, like, you can have whoever you want, that's true. You can like whoever you want, that's true, but sir... I don't know that you had a Pikachu. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you didn't have a Pikachu. All right, Oppenheimer, you're the one. Agility is the key attribute of bird Pokemon. Okay. Can we just be done? Can I be at Lavender yet? No, fight my bird. Wow, that is one heck of a bird. Quick attack, wah! Yeah, I mean, you might have one heck of a bird, but I still have a Golem with Earthquake. Like, but Earthquake can't hit birds? It's a special one that can hit birds. Yeah, that's it. All right. Cool. You beat me with your speed! No, I really didn't. Nothing about that is correct. Your Pokemon are remarkably well trained. Well, that is true. But I did not beat you with my speed. Check out my Pokemon. Just look at their coloring and their plumage. All right. I'll look at the coloring and plumage. What do you got? Birdkeeper Brett. Well, it has very bony plumage. That's my first notice. And its coloring is brown with a little bit of brown and a little bit of highlight white thrown in the mix. Okay. That was certainly interesting plumage and coloring. Brown, brown, white. Nidorino, will I change? No. I won't. Ah, yes. And here we see the nice plumage of spiky horns. A bit more interesting in the coloring, though. Got, like, you know, dark reddish pink, light reddish pink. Some highlighting, some shadows. I give you a, I don't know, 3 out of 10 on your plumage. Shoot, not good enough. I know, I'm sorry. If you groom them, Pokemon get happy. All right, grass. So this should be Route 13, I think. Did I kill you? No, Miss Cleo, I caught you. I caught you and your name is Miss Cleo. So now I can double check to make sure we're on Route 13. Begons, duplicate claws. Let me check if I'm actually on a new route. Yep, I am officially on Route 13. You are new. I'm not happy about it, but you are new. I mean, like, Arbok is okay. I do not like Ekans in this game. Like, look at his head. It's all bulbous. Why do you have a bulbous head? Like, you're not a beluga whale, you're a snake. Have some self-respect, man. At least if you joined my team, like, I could lie and be like, I'll, you know, evolve you into Arbok, and then you'll look amazing. It's like, really? No. I'll put you in the PC and never use you again, but I can pretend. It's like, oh boy, that sounds great. Ekans was caught. It can freely detach its jaw to swallow large prey whole. It can become too heavy to move, however, yeah. Sounds like a snake. You are a beluga whale, cause you got a big bulbous head. Route 13, we caught someone. That's our first catch in a while, actually. Everything we've either killed or it's been duplicates, and we just gave up on trying to find anything. How much longer until I get to Lavender, by the by? Oh, that's a while yet. All right, so 2 additional routes before we've sealed up this whole area. Oh. Oh? Secret tree. Silver found a tiny mushroom. Great. I love tiny mushrooms. And now it's time to fight. I do like that Houndoom's kind of like blushing in this game. It's pretty cute. I don't know that I have a way to hit you, though, without you dying. Route 12 is Houndoom, but will I kill it? Probably. Cause like, yeah, even with Meatball using a dark attack, which it should resist, being part dark, it's still like 30 levels almost below. Can you burn a rock? I don't know. I hope not. Houndo, join me. Be just like last game, except I probably won't use you, since I did use you a bunch last game. Yeah. Houndoom is back. What did I call Houndoom last time? Look up. Houndoom's data was newly added, and I was able to look up its name last time. If you're burned by the flames it shoots from its mouth, the pain will never go away. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Which is fine then, because we have a creepy name for you. Specifically, Faust. That was the name of our Houndoom in our LeafGreen run. Faust has come back to us. We're not gonna use her again because, you know, we used her last time a bunch, but The prodigal daughter returns. I know, like, if it wasn't for the fact that the LeafGreen run, I'd already, well, I mean, and the fact that I'm post-game on this one anyways. So I'd have to, like, level up 30 levels to get her on par. But yeah, since she was one of my mainstays in the previous run, I figure she can be named. So what is a bright powder? I don't even know. Bright powder lowers the foe's accuracy. Huh. Again, with the, like, there's so many Gen 2 items I don't remember. What's most important in our everyday lives? I think that would vary from person to person. As well, I'm fighting this fisherman. How are you doing? I'm doing all right today. I'm just chilling, squishing a little bug with rock throw. Everything's going great for me. Not so great for them. What else you caught in that sea? Growlithe, okay. Well, thank you for the follow. You're getting a lot of things that don't like Gollum in that ocean there, but, you know, I'm not complaining. Come on. What do you got? Number 3. Go 3 for 3. There you go. Weak to rock. Every single one of them. Yeah, it's... Well, and so one of the reasons why I'm even doing the second gen specific... Like, when I was... Because I did, like, for my first randomized Nuzlocke, I did, Oh, I'm running out of PP on that. Fine, magnitude. It's a Metapod. It doesn't really matter what I use. But I did LeafGreen for, like, the Gen 1 thing. I was gonna do Heart Gold. And it just did not like the randomizer I was using. And so I'm like, you know what? Fine, we're going straight back to the OG Gen 2. We're going gold. I think electricity is the most important thing in our daily lives. If it weren't, people wouldn't have made such a fuss when the power plant went out of commission. I mean, I think maybe, like, oxygen's a little more important, but what do I know? I'm the fishing guru's younger brother. I can see that you like fishing. There's no doubt in my mind at all. I know I'm right. Yeah? Are you gonna give me another fishing rod? Just as I thought. Here, fishing fan. Yeah, super rod. Look, we might be post-game, post-elite, Johto Elite 4, but you know what? We finally have a third rod. Remember, different fishing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I didn't mean to talk to you again. I'm sorry. Please stop talking, sir. I learned fishing ages ago. Hi. I feel so content fishing while listening to some tunes on my radio. Yeah, they put it in the post-game. It's... Like, I mean, at least you can get, like, the old rod and the good rod earlier, but it is kind of goofy that they put the super rod in Kanto. Like, well, I hope you beat the Johto Elite 4 before you can get your fishing rod. Like, oh. Like, what does becoming champion of Johto mean? It means you get a third fishing rod. Thanks, I guess. Okay, just everything is flying now, apparently. You're not flying. I was thinking Dragonite. Well, alright. I don't have any ice anymore, but... who needs to level? Everyone, basically. It's too bad I don't have my Dragonite with me, but... Such is the way of needing cut for everything in Gen 1's area. Like, yeah, you've got electricity, and I could be scared of that, but... I mean, for that matter, I have Thunder Punch, so, you know. Why is Nairobi Nairobi? Well, funny story, you know, a traded one. When I got this new Mewtwo to replace it, chat was like, well, what's the capital of Kenya, which is Nairobi. So yeah, that is why Nairobi is Nairobi. Because Nairobi is the capital of Kenya, and this is the better, yeah. Well, here's the funny, so, let me show you the rest of my team. I'm like, yeah, I've gotten shinies in like Pokemon Go and like Pokemon Arceus where like, you know, the odds aren't so bad. But this is my first like 1 out of 8,000 shiny I've ever gotten. And so in the same run, I got a shiny Charizard and a shiny Mewtwo. It is bonkers. And I technically have the Dragonite I was talking about. That one is also shiny, but that one is not like, luck. It's just lucky that it turned into a Dragonite. Because it was the red Gyarados you get in the Lake of Rage. You have to... It's not all luck, it's dark sorcery, I guess. Like, someone else... But yeah, and so the third one I have is... I have a shiny Dragonite on my team right now, too. That's just not here because of a cut. But I don't think... Like, I think that one might have been randomized to be shiny no matter what. Because it was the shiny Gyarados encounter. And it's just... I got lucky that it was a good Pokemon. Wait a minute. I don't need to go that way. So, like, that one, like, it's cool that it's like, oh, you got a Dragonite, the shiny. But, like, you know, it's not like the Charizard and Mewtwo where it was, like, 1 out of 8,000 odds. It's just, like, this is a guaranteed shiny. It's just, like, 1 out of, you know, like, 251 odds of it being a good Pokemon. Like, before I ever had shiny Charizard and Mewtwo, I had Meatball. So she's got a place on the team, even though she's normal. And then, yeah, for a long time, the 6th spot just was, like, I had, I don't know, like, a Skarmory for a bit, and, like, a Scizor for a bit, and... but now it's the Dragonite. Because it's like, well, I got the Dragonite early at Lake of Rage, so it's, like, way higher level. I'm like, I won't use that till we're at the Elite Four, just, like, kind of be fair and keep the levels balanced. And now it's like, oh boy, I'm past Elite Four, I can use my Dragonite now, because now that I'm in the Gen 1 area, I have to use Cut everywhere I go. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the, like, yeah, like, the thing you like about it, being able to play with different Pokemon than usual. And, like, that's... I mean, and that, yeah, that's the best part, I think, about random... Like, I mean, okay, I guess the best part is, like, you get in a random encounter, and it's like, are you gonna get, like, a Metapod, or you're gonna find Ho-Oh? And, you know, like, that's fun, but yeah, like, being able to use, like, different... Wait a minute. Oh, I'm high enough level. This should take you out. Once you randomize the evolutions, then things go crazy. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I've been... Like, the first one, Charmander evolving into Krabby. Like, oh, so that's an interesting thing, because I've never done it with random evolution. So if a Charmander evolves into Krabby, like, normally it's like, oh, it's Charmander, it's final evolution. Can the Krabby evolve again? Because the Krabby is allowed to evolve? Or is it just like Charmander reached its final evolution, which happens to be a Krabby? Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, like the first one I didn't do too many things. Like, I mean, I randomized... yeah, a loop of evolution sounds fun. But I did... I mean, like, you know, like my, like, random Pokemon, trainer Pokemon, found items, and TMs. And then for this one, I was gonna add in random abilities for Heart Gold, but since Heart Gold didn't end up working and I'm doing regular Gold, there aren't abilities to randomize. But I've not done random evolutions yet. Okay, finally. Yeah, needless to say, the initial randomized Nuzlocke was a success with Mewtwo and Charizard and Dragonite and just... I mean, even Slowbro, like, Golem, like, I had good Pokemon, and so the Elite Four, they fell down pretty easily. And so now, yeah, I'm in the Kanto phase where I'm just sort of like, I mean, I'm still trying to play with, like, you know, the randomized Nuzlocke rules, but like, you know, if we lose, it doesn't matter as much because this is all just like bonus content. Like, you beat the Elite Four, you won. They change, I don't know. But one of the problems with this is like things like when I went to Fuchsia and I did the gym, I'm like, okay, well now we can sail south to Cinnabar, and then they're like, oh, this whole path is blocked because, like, the mountain like, the volcano exploded. I'm like, oh, right. I do not remember. Like, it's hard enough for me to remember what happened in the main part of the game, let alone the whole bonus part of the game. Like, this path is blocked. I'm like, why? Don't do this, like, to me, bro. Let me go through. I just want a big gym badge. I already have 8 gym badges from Johto. How many more do you need? Also, what is up with this guy? He's like, meh. Yeah. The game's just like, nope, you're done. I lost while I had my eyes closed. Oh, okay. Alright, Route 11 random encounter. Who we got? You are a Species Claws. I already have one of you. Who else do we have? It's also very weird. Like, and again, I'm fine with it because I've got a strong enough team as a, like, but the past, like, of like the past like 8 encounters or something, I want to say like 6 of them have been duplicates or species claws, or already have the thing. Yep, I already have a Fearow. And it's just weird, like, again, I don't need any more Pokemon, so that's fine. But it is a little weird, it's like, there are 251 Pokemon, and I only got, like, hey, you're new. Wooper. Yeah, I don't think I have a Wooper. Yeah, all right, you're new. Wooper. It's, like, again, at this point, because it's, like, the post-game, like, I could go to a Pokemart, Poke Center, and, like, bring out the scissor that has false swipe in it, but then I'm like, I'm already on Route 11. Do I really want to go all the way back and switch? I'm like, no. This Pokemon lives in cold water. It will leave the water to search for food when it gets cold outside. Okay. It's like, it lives in cold water and leaves the water when it gets cold enough out of the water. All right. Aeroman the Wooper. All right, anything else on Route 11? Did I grab the tree? No. It's a berry, great. Never mind that I have hyper potions and like 30 lemonades, but sure, berry. Yeah, like, I mean, and just like in general, I just don't remember a lot of this stuff anyways, when they're like, oh, you have to like go and like, because the Gen 1, even though like I haven't played the actual Gen, like when I did LeafGreen, it's like, because I played Pokemon Blue and I've played Pokemon like the Let's Go Eevee remake, and like I've done that one enough that I'm like, oh, I have a general idea where I'm supposed to go. But when I'm doing like Gold, I'm like, I don't remember anything. Luckily, this one is also a little better about telling you where you need to go. Kabuto fainted. Oh, I'm almost 54. Come on, Oppenheimer, you can do it. So close. How did this happen? Very easily, sir. I fought fair and square with honor. I don't regret this at all. You sound like the people on, like, Nugget Bridge who are just like, I have no regrets. It itches and tickles a bit when I wear shorts in the grass. I don't need to know that, kid. Like, I mean, that's true. The grass is gonna, like, itch and tickle your legs, but you don't need to tell me. Like, I'm a stranger who's just walking up to you. I'm just like, hey, how's it going, guy? And he's like, my legs itch and tickle in the grass. I'm like, maybe save that for, like, tell your mom that, not a random, well, preteen, I guess. I think you're, like, 12 or whatever in this one. Don't call me a kid. You're barely not a kid yourself. What I find amusing, I was talking with, twice? Come on, just hit the... Fine. Fine, if you don't want to get hit with Rock Throw, we'll switch. We'll get you with something different. Like, oh boy, I won't be hit by Rock Throw anymore. Yeah, that's true. Here, how about Ho-Oh's signature move? You want to get hit by that instead? And it's like, wait. Can we go back to Rock Throw? No. Now you die for your arrogance. Oh yeah, I was saying, like, Chad and I were talking earlier how, like, it's really funny, like, some people will just, like, you go up to them and they'll be like, don't you love this dress I'm wearing? Let's fight! Like, you didn't even give me a chance to say yes or no. It's very weird being a Pokemon trainer in the Pokemon universe. I have to catch more Pokemon in the great, like, people just tell you the weirdest stuff and then immediately fight, whether or not you want to. I can see it. Everything to see about you. Everything? Can you check out my knee? My knee's been hurting a little bit. Can you see inside? Do an X-ray vision? All right, this should level you up. I'm gonna put someone else in that. Oh, you're already leveled up, huh? I was not paying attention. Luckily, I don't need to, because your levels are so low. Actually, we should be getting to the point where they're on par again. I don't remember, because, like, as I said, like, it's like Twitter, but with Pokemon. You're not wrong. That is an apt way of describing it. Yeah, I remember, like, looking, and it's like, all the... Because it's like you get the Elite Four, and their ace is 50, so I was trying to, like, stay, like, under 50 for that fight. But then, like, everyone you fight after Johto's Elite Four, up until, like, Badge 6, their, like, ace is, like, 30, 40, like, 36, and you're like... As I said, like, it makes sense why the gym trainers here wouldn't just have really randomly high Pokemon for whatever reason, but in terms of gameplay, it's just like, okay, here you cleared out someone that's, like, 20 levels higher than all the people you're gonna be fighting now for a while. And so you just breeze through everything. But I think it's either Gym 6 or 7 where they get back to, like, an ace of 50. We'll finally actually be on, like, solid, even ground with people again. And then, of course, there's Fighting Red, who... I don't know what to do about that if I, like, power level off stream sometime when I get to that point, because it's, like... Red's ace is, like, 86 or something like that. It's like, if I try to throw, like, a level 50 team against Red, I will be stomped. I don't care what he ran it. Like, he could have... I guess he has Forced Evolution, so he wouldn't have Jigglypuff. But he'd be like, here's Wigglytuff and Rattata and Pidgeot, and, like, he would still just stomp my team. Alright, so now I believe we go through Diglett Tunnel, and we can get everything else. This tree can be cut. So, here's a question. What are the Pokemon levels here? Yeah, like, Route 2 is the start of Red and Blue. Oh, I didn't take a... You know, maybe I'll wait till we have False Swipe. If you walk in the tall grass wearing shorts, do you get nicks and cuts? No, but I do know someone who gets tickles. I could, like, set you two up to talk about your short-wearing experience. Alright, level 30. Alright. I was wondering if they'd be, like, level 2 or whatever, the same as, you know, like, first gen. They can make a short-wearing club. I think there was someone in... I don't know if it was in, like, Gen 1 proper, or if it was in just the LeafGreen remake when I did it, who was, like, upset. He's like, shorts! I love shorts! And I was like, whoa. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over here in Kanto. My Johto self is just like, man, these guys are weird. We talk about stuff like the weather and our favorite Pokemon. I guess everyone else, like, it's been 3 years since the first gen. They have nothing else to say. But they're like, hey, remember that guy Red who just became the champion and then went off into nowhere? And, yep, I remember him. Okay, good talk. Had to come up with something else to talk about. Like, sure, nah, whatever. You need the experience. Hit him with Swift. It'd be amazing if I took my team to Pokemon Stadium, play the gym leader's castle. That's true. I have wondered about, like... I don't know, it's weird trying to figure out how to port stuff from, like, this to, like, newer things. But, like, part of me wants to figure out how I can get, like, a Pokemon Gold shiny Mewtwo into, like Pokemon Home or whatever it's called. They'll really sting when you take a bath. I don't care. Alright, Pewter. At night, Clefairy come out to play at Mount Moon, but not every night. Yeah, well, I'm not streaming this at night, so I'll never see the Clefairy. I like snoozing with the radio on. Apparently you like snoozing when talking to people too. Rude. How rude. Most Pokemon get drowsy if they hear a Jigglypuff singing. There are several moves that can be used only while Pokemon... Like, several moves? I know that there's Snore. I have it. But what other moves are there that can only be used while you're sleeping? Hi, I'm looking for this Pokemon. If you have a Diglett, would you trade it for my Raichu? I don't have one. That's really disappointing. This kid comes from Paldea. Yeah, the gym in Cinnabar is gone. I was really amazed. Yes, I'm on the phone. Go away. All right. At least she, like the other kid who's like, I'm on the phone with my mom, and then does a fight with you anyways. At least she has the sense to make, I'm on the phone, I'm talking, please leave. Okay, what else we got here? Pewter City, a stone gray city. Yeah, look at all this gray. Just ignore the bright greens and bright pinks. But besides that, it's a gray city. You came all the way out here from Johto? That brings back memories. When I was young, I went to Johto to train. You remind me so much of what I was like as a young man. Here, I want you to have this item I found in Johto. Okay. The silver wing in the key pocket. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we could go back to Whirlpool Cave and get our Ugia encounter, which will be randomized, but I think that's level 70? Because, yeah, we did our Ho-Oh encounter, which was a Pikachu, and that was 50. So I think the Whirlpool encounter one for us will be 70, so we probably should wait on that. Though I'm very curious to see what it will randomize into. It's like, do you get a, like, here's level 70 Arcanine, or do you get, like, here's level 70 Rattata?
There once was a weird old man who sold Magikarp.
He was saying the Magikarp from the Lake of Rage were excellent, yeah? That's where the shiny one comes from.
Hi, check out my Gyarados. I raised it from a Magikarp. I can't believe how blah, 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 blah. I don't care.
Huh. I like, there's another example. I did not remember that you got the silver wing. Or I mean, like, if I was playing silver, you'd get the rainbow wing. From this guy in Pewter. Just because. Like, okay, sure. Oh yeah, I was in Johto. Here's one of the legendary, like, super birds, like, feathers I just happen to have. Also, I'm just gonna give it to this random kid. Nidoran, shake! I mean, he's shaking his head. He's like... Bah, bah. I'm like, I don't know that that's what he meant for you to do, but, you know, good job. I'd give him a Pokemon treat. More berries that I don't need, but they're free, so I'm gonna take them. I'm a video game protagonist. Taking everything not nailed down is my duty. You just got the third badge yesterday. Are you still doing the third in Johto, or are you in the Kanto region? Trying to think if there's anything else I remember in Johto still. Oh, the one thing that it took me a long time to remember, and maybe you've already figured out because you're not as dumb as I am. But in Goldenrod, in the the department store, if you take the elevator down, there's all the side paths that are blocked off. But all you have to do, because I thought like, oh, you have to come back later in the game, and like because I know you come back later for story stuff, and I thought like, oh, that's when you get all the items. And then I was like, oh, that's not how you do it. What you end up having to do is you just like go down and talk to them, and then like you just go up the elevator and then back down, and they'll have like shifted the boxes like in a, you know, to a, like one of the paths will be open, and you just keep doing that repeatedly. Because I did not remember that. Yeah, I had the exact same thing that you did, where I'm just like, oh, well, I'll come back later and get it. That's when it'll be open, right? And I came back later and I was like, why is this not working? And someone else in chat had to be like, this is actually how it works. I was like, oh, well, I feel stupid now. But that's all I can think of for someone who has not played in a while, because that was not clear to me. Like, I mean, the way that I really like it is what they did for the Let's Go Pikachu Eevee remake, where they still have HMs, but they just, like, they're just moves your buddy learns rather than, like, actual, like, moves that they have in battle. And so, like, you can still, like, oh, like, you can't go here yet, or, like, you have to come back later to get this item. The rock is high defense, yeah, but do you really have rock? But yeah, that's one thing I don't miss about the old games, is, like, having to have HMs. Especially, like, when I made it all the way through, what, Route 11 or whatever. It's like, you go through, like, the rock tunnel, and then like we're up where the power plant is, and you go all the way to the west, and you go to Cerulean, and there's one tree blocking your path, and if you don't have cut, you have to go all the way back just to clear one tile, or you can't get into Cerulean. It's like, really? Really, game? So I like the way that, like, the Let's Go remakes handled it, where it's just like, we'll keep the exploration part where you can't, like, get everything all at once, but we're not going to make you have them as moves that a Pokemon has to have. Also, just because, like, the moves are so weirdly balanced. Like, Cut is terrible. And, like, this time I learned Surf is, like, a 95 attack power move, whereas, like you get Surf first, and it's 95 attack. You get Waterfall later, and it's only 80, and it's, like, just, like, the balance of these things is all over the place. Like, if they were good moves all around, I'd be like, okay, well, like, yeah, Cut's gonna take up a thing, Flash is gonna take up a move, but at least they're good. But most of them aren't. Wow, it's not often we get a challenger from Johto. I'm Brock, the Pewter Gym Leader. I'm an expert on Rock-type Pokemon. My Pokemon are impervious to most physical attacks. You'll have a hard time inflicting any damage. Come on! You sound very, tough for someone who was the... I'm just thinking the anime, the classic line.
Hey, I know. I'll use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan.
He's like, we don't talk about anime me. He does have a shirt. He's moving up in the world. I think you're just plain Ghost. But Surf should be all right. That was one thing. I had a Haunter pretty early, and I was going to use Gengar again, because I had Gengar last in my LeafGreen playthrough. But I realized, like, Gengar is cool. Like, I had, in this game, but, like, Ghosts don't really get really good Ghost. That's Psychic? Oh, finally, yes. I know Mewtwo doesn't learn Psychic until, like, 66, but oh, heck yes. Lacey's like, psh, who needs Mewtwo? You've got Slowbro, man. Good job, Lacey. Yeah, it's just sad that, because like, I like using like Mischievous and Gengar and like cool ghost types, but there's not really any good ghost moves. It's like you have Lick in Gen 2, and it's like, well, you have Nightshade, but that's just based on your level and doesn't, like, you don't have any Shadow Punch or anything like that. So that's another thing I kind of miss about newer games, just that they, you know, and like not having Fairy type. But it's like, oh, here's Togetic, and like, I really like Togepi and Togetic, and like, but I like Togekiss, which isn't in this game. And even if it was, though, there's no Fairy type, so it's just like, Dragon Rage. No, you're good. Like, Dragon Rage is not a bad move, just 40 guaranteed damage, but you have Flamethrower, Sacred Fire. Like, I could have replaced Wing Attack, I guess, but it was like, wow, he's really hurting. Oh, there comes Future Sight. Okay, yeah, I guess we are at, like, level 41 now. So, okay, they're not at 50 yet for the Ace. That must be Gym 7, but he's getting back up there. It's not like the 30s. The other... Rock. Rock versus Thunder. But I know that you have Drill Peck and stuff like that, so... Or Fury Attack, that's what I was thinking of. Like, I know you have the multi-hit attack, because I fought you earlier. And Oppenheimer will resist it. Here you go, one rock for each of your heads. Everyone gets a little bit of damage, it's fine. And finally... Come on, Brock, do you have a rock type? Mr. Mime, not exactly a rock type. Misty at least had 2 water types. Yeah, this is the Psychic Brock. I mean, you know, look at it. That's his Psychic says, like, I can read your thoughts. Your Pokemon's powerful attacks overcame my rock-hard defense. You're stronger than I expected. Go ahead, take this badge. And lots of money from Lucky Amulet. Also, new badge means... I have it. Here we go. Bam! Boulder badge. Silver, thanks. Wrong screen. I gotta get back to this one. Oh, come on. All I wanted to do is go. I enjoyed battling you, even though I am a bit upset. That boulder badge will make your Pokemon even more powerful. Have I heard about Pokemon Crystal Clear? I'm not sure if I've heard about Crystal Clear. I've heard of some... Is it a complete fan game, or is it a remake fan game? Like, I know I've heard of, what was it, Uranium, that got taken down, and I think I actually have it still, before it, like, Nintendo, like, DMCA'd it off the internet. But I'm not sure if I've heard of Crystal Clear. Alright, and finally, before we end for the day, what do we have at Route 2? I guess what happened there. Oh, it was Viridian. Now we'll just do Route 2. Like, we can get Route 1. Do I have you? I don't think I do. I needed you for... Yeah, because we got the... Something like aquatic? I could do that. When it bites with its massive and powerful jaws, it shakes its head and savagely tears its victim up. That is what an alligator will do. Aquatic. Could still do, like, aquatic BC if you want. There's enough space. Even get a little space in between. Perfect fit. Okay, so that, I will say, that makes for a good end of the day. Good find there. Yeah, that also then completes the, I know we have a bay leaf somewhere in storage. And yeah, and then we have the Typhlosion called Brussels Sprout. So that makes all the Johto starters complete. Nice. All right. I've gone on a little longer than normal, but that's all right. We got some stuff done at the end. So I'll say thank you for everybody who came by and watched this. People from here earlier, thank you for coming by, Arrowman, and saying hello. And you know, thanks to everyone when I put this up on YouTube later for all you people watching. And special thanks today. Special thanks will go to this old guy. Where is he? Because, like, man, this guy just, like, sees you coming and he's like, oh, hey, you're from Johto. I'm like, yeah. Like, I went there once when I was a kid. I'm like, good for you. He's like, here's this super legendary bird special wing to summon it. Okay, have a good day. I'm like, what? Yeah, special thanks to this old guy. It itches and tickles a bit when I wear shorts in the grass. I don't need to know that, kid.